Tyler, Melinda Tyler,
How old are you?
35.
What would you say like your main source of income?
Walking the streets. That's my only source of income.
Like
What
the
would you say
video,
your
like
main
the
source of
video.
income is out here?
I don't ride with the
Prostitute.
How much would you say you spend a day on using?
Um, on average, probably like $400. One of them, this guy picked me up. Everybody knew about him. They called him the silver BMW guy, and picked me up. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning for me to go to the hospital, and I didn't go because I was too busy smoking crack, and I wound up losing my finger. Welcome to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Y'all don't get it, yo. Y'all don't get it to come from here and see this shit and live in it and make it out, or even if you get a chance, bro. Y'all think all them other cities bad. Y'all think all them other cities wicked, bro. Ain't no city like Baltimore, bro. Get that shit correct. Ain't no city like it. The junkie rate? What's the junkie rate? Let's see. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like the junkie death rate, or like what's the junkie rate as far as them living here? Nigga, over a million.
Melinda Tyler.
They in South right now, nigga.
35.
South right now.
How long you been out here for?
This time around, it's been about 4 or 5 years since about 2020.
See how they say this time around? Because junkies be getting clean, bro. And then you have shit, like I said in the last video, the last one, they go through deaths and shit, and they don't know how to obtain that. They don't know how to go through that. They don't know how to go through that. I wish this fucking rain stopped, bro. So sad.
What would you say like your main source of income?
Walking the streets. That's my only source of income.
It's horrible out here.
How is that?
How is the income?
Airthorpe, Maryland.
Yeah, how is that going? Is it
Hellthorpe,
a safe thing to do out here?
No, I mean it's good money, but it's mentally exhausting and not safe. Been in some bad situations.
You describe the bad situations.
One of them, this guy picked me up. Everybody knew about him. They called him the silver BMW guy.
And how the fuck do they be getting vapes though? How the hell they be getting their hands on these vapes though? I got some of these junkies over 21 for sure, and got lighters, right? I assume. I don't fucking know.
And picked me up. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he took me down to the industrial. And that was cool. Like we do that all the time. Like, get dates down there. But we got in the backseat. He wanted to get in the backseat. So I'm like, okay. He wouldn't give me my money up front. That was like a red flag. I usually don't do nothing without getting my money up front. But then like he's a guy. It's late at night. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just do it. So I started giving head, and he was talking about how good I was or whatever. And then he asked me to pull my pants down. And I said, no, like you paid for a blowjob. Like that's more money. He's like, well, how much more? And I was like, it's $60. And he's like, 60 total or 60 more? And I'm just like kind of irritated. I'm like, I just want to get it done, And I'm like, come on, man, what are you trying to do? And he was like, don't get smart. And then that was kind of like alarming a little bit the way he said it. And then he was like, I was like, come on, what are you trying to do? And he banged me in my face while I was sucking his punch in my face. I said, don't get smart. So I was scared. I've never been in a situation like that before, being out here that long. And so I went to go try to jump out the side door, and I went to open it, and he had the child safety locks on, so you couldn't get out. So at that point, I was scared. I drove through the front 2 seats and ran out the back seat, or the driver passenger side door, and just ran. I was so scared I pissed my pants while I was running. It was scary. But I got out. Like there was a tow truck driving down that early in the morning, and he gave me a ride down to the bar that was close to there. So.
Nigga say y'all having pimps in Baltimore, nigga. That's not a pimp. That's somebody who told you what to do and you didn't do it, and she just made it out. She got lucky. We got killers in Baltimore, nigga. Mass homicide murderers. Like she would have died that night if she didn't get out of there. Ain't no pimps. She's the pimp. She pimping herself out for the drugs. She the pimp. The moment he hit her is because she was pimping the nigga. 60 more, nigga. I need that. Talking about you want this, you pay for this. He wasn't going for that. That's why he did what he did. But She won't making it out. If anything, he probably was on the bench, shit, and needed some money. Because he done already pimped himself out.
I got that one. That was probably like the worst one I've ever been in, which isn't that bad compared to situations other people have been in out here.
I'm keeping it a buck.
So that's that. Back
You hear a war story like this from a girl like this in Baltimore with a nigga dealing with a nigga, that nigga was on the drugs that he was selling her. Believe that.
in 2023, 2 years ago, um, I was ripping a piece of chore boy that people use, for their stems to smoke crack, and it cut my finger. The cut started getting pretty bad, and it got infected. And someone had actually called a Uber for me and paid for an Uber for me to go to the hospital, and I didn't go because I was too busy smoking crack.
Wow.
And I wound up losing my finger.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Off, amputated. Never get that back. I got pregnant back in, was it 23, 24? I don't know. She turned a year old July 1st. So,
And I ain't gonna know. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Most of these girls be looking like sisters, cousins, mom and daughter. And even if they is or not, I'm just trying to figure out why most, like, all right, if you from out here, right, and you live where I live, and you know what I know, like the people out here know, we would call this Karen, this Becky, we'll call her, she looks like Dundalk. You know what I'm saying? Dundalk is a part in Baltimore on the other side of the water where them motherfuckers be tripping. She look like Dundalk. You know what I'm saying? Dundalk junkies. She don't look like a Park Heights junkie. She don't like an over East junkie. She look like Dundalk junkie, but this could be over East. I think this South though.
my mom has custody of her. No, doesn't have custody of her, but she has her right now. So she's in West Virginia, so I can't even see her.
West Virginia's crazy.
I got pregnant out here with a date, so I don't know who that is. I don't know. People said when you first started getting high, did you say like, oh, I'm gonna go out there and get dates and get high? And this time around, I was like, yeah, I did. Like I was working. No, I actually by then I quit my job, but I was living with this guy who I was dating, and he was working, and supporting me. I was taking care of his mom during the day. And one day, like we would get high on the weekends. I couldn't handle that. I need to get high. Like I've been getting high all day, every day, since I've been out here since 2020. The day I had my daughter, I left the hospital that same day to go get high. When my finger got amputated, I think I might have went almost 24 hours that day without getting high. But I was in the hospital, and I had someone bring me crack in the hospital to get high. So yeah, that was that. So I was sober 2019 for a year. Prior to that, I've been getting high on and off since 2009. I'm 35 now, so it's a long time. I graduated high school in 2007. I was going to college. I got my high school diploma one time, and it just went downhill. So 2018, I have a son. He's 13. Sorry, this is a little bit bouncing around a lot, but whatever. I'm not a professional. But I have a son. He's 13. He got a woman who I thought was like a really good woman. She was his grandmother, non-biological grandmother. She was in the hospital when he was born. So I had my son by myself until he was 7, and I wasn't getting high. I was a manager. I had a car. I had my own place. I had him. And 18, when he was 7, I asked her to watch him while I went to the hospital for a psych evaluation because I just wasn't feeling right in the head, and that's 5 days. So while I was in the hospital, she had went and gotten temporary emergency custody of him. She said that she didn't know where I was and that I just dropped him off and abandoned him, and she needed emergency custody of him to take him to appointments and stuff. So within a week, my life got turned upside down.
It's sad because, bro, I'm dealing with that shit with my baby mama, and I'm not even on drugs. I'm just dealing with somebody who's so stupid, right? But it's like, do I have people go through what I'm going through or what she went through, and they'll feel so entitled to your kid, bro? or whatever. They thought they was helping you, and then they turn on you, and then next thing you know, they'll write a whole statement on you and get your kid took from you, bro. And like I said, bro, it be deaths, lost job, all of this shit, bro. People give it up, bro, for drugs, bro.
Time I
I
got out of the
just thank
hospital,
God
I
I'm
went
on
to go pick him
day
up
in my
from
life.
school early to take him to get lunch because I hadn't seen him in 5 days, and they said I couldn't because I didn't have custody of him. And so prior to that, I was clean, sober, taking care of my kid, and once that happened, I started using again, and here I am.
So
I grew up in a United onesie. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, both.
that's a cute little baby.
Not good. Do you have anything you want to ask?
What would it take for you to get clean?
It's a mind thing. It's a mental thing. I have support. Like I have people like on my side telling me, get clean. I've had people that have dropped me off at rehabs and I just left. It's a mind thing. Like you got to want it. I can't just be like, okay, well I'm gonna go get sober because you want me to get sober. That's not how it works. You can go to rehab because someone wants you to go, but you're not gonna stay clean, or you might not even stay there. I think I'm ready now. I feel like I want to go this week to rehab or to a detox and see where it goes from there. I can't say I'm not going to get high again. I can't say I'm going to stay the whole time. I can't say I'm not. It's just whatever happens one day at a time.
So could you explain the drugs out here now? Is everything like mixed with
Fentanyl. Yeah.
xylazine?
Xylazine, not everything. That one's not really too prevalent around here. You can tell because it like knocks you out, and they have tests. Sparks gives you tests for those. But I know I went to the Suboxone clinic, taking on Suboxone a while ago, or methadone a while ago. I'm not on it right now, but and they did the drug test obviously, and I had no heroin in my system. So I do heroin or fentanyl now, and crack, and I smoke crack, and I shoot dope, and I had no heroin in my system at all. So I don't even think there's cocaine in the crack anymore. I really don't.
It ain't. Step
Have you ever
on.
OD'd before?
I've had to be Narcan at least 30 times
Mm.
in my life so far, within the past 4 years. That's scary.
Have you lost any friends out here as well?
Everybody that I've talked to before I started getting high this time around, I no longer have. Like I said, I was sober for about a year, living in a recovery house before I got messed up this time around, and I had made some pretty decent friends out there in rehab. I was in Annapolis, Crownsville, and I haven't spoke to them since I started getting high.
Annapolis, Crownsville. Now, if you know what Crownsville look like, let me show you. If you don't know what the Crownsville look like, okay? Yep, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Ooh, it's a documentary. Bro, Maryland, I ain't gonna lie. Maryland, bro. Hold on, bro. Maryland, bro. Maryland is creepy, bro. This whole DMV shit creepy, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Patients were put there, and that was the last they were seen of.
I didn't do it.
Look, we just gonna go to the mental hospital. It's not here no more. And I know so many people didn't die in that motherfucker. I know it, bro. Poor shit, this shit low-key scaring me, bro. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, Gardenzia. I used to go to Gardenzia, y'all. I used to go to Garcia when I caught my little weed cases and shit. You feel me? In GB though, not Crownsville, in Glen Burnie. Know what I'm saying? I didn't been in real rooms with real junkies. Met some of these junkies in real life. Did real drug class with them. All
Haley
I did was
Thomas, but
smoke.
everybody calls me Nola.
I had to act
No
like
one
I
knows
was
out here knows my real name, really. I'm 25.
How long you been out here?
Out here or like out there? Like
I
on
mean,
the,
like just out in the streets. I mean,
like
you in the beginning, you were telling me how you and your boyfriend was boosting. You know how long y'all been boosting and getting
I mean,
high?
I've been getting high for like 4 years. But I just started coming out here. Really, it's not really my thing like that. But my boyfriend's in jail, so we're boosters.
So you ended up on the streets because he locked up?
Yeah, he got locked up. We got in a police chase, and the car stopped running. The tire blew out, and without a car and him in jail, I can't go boosting. So
the streets.
yeah, this is what I guess it is.
Do you have a car? Do you
No.
have a clean driving record?
No.
Did you know that you could pay as low as $39 a month in car insurance?
For
How
real?
might you ask? It's super easy.
What?
Click below, enter your zip code, tell us basic
Oh
information,
no,
and you'll
you
have the
want to
cheapest
know
car
too
insurance.
much, nigga.
So where you originally from?
Catonsville.
She look like
What you to Baltimore?
Honestly, I don't know.
So how you start getting high?
An ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
He introduced you to?
you look like
Yeah,
Kate.
I mean, I dipped and dabbled and stuff like that. I was a dancer, so I used to sniff a lot of coke and stuff, but I never did anything like what I do now. But
So what do you do now?
a crack and heroin, like dope, I guess.
So what would you say your main source of income is out here?
Prostitute.
How much would you say you spend a day on using?
On average, probably like $400.
$400 per day?
Yeah.
How much do you make from,
Oh,
What
see,
do you
I'm a
do?
little bit different though, because I got dates that I know from the strip club and stuff like that. So I got a little bit more higher clientele and stuff like that than some of the girls out here. So I got dates that'll pay me like $100, $150, and stuff like that. Not as much. Like out here, you don't make as much. Here they lowball you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like-
I've been around this area for a long while, and it's a lot different. It's changed a lot from what it used to be.
Yeah,
So what's your family think about what you do?
I don't talk to them like that really anymore. I used to, but we're not getting along right now.
So do you see yourself ever getting clean?
Yeah. One day. I gotta get off dope before Jimmy comes home. So, because he won't be on it, and I don't want him to start doing it. I've been trying to stop.
You have any kids?
Yeah,
How old?
I've had 3 kids. I have a 7-year-old who lives with my family, and then I have another kid who's in the system, and then I have a third kid who I put up for adoption.
So when you get clean, are you planning to get your kids back?
Not the other 2, I don't think. Just the one. The other 2, they kind of, I don't know, they're already like set where they are. You know what I mean? I don't want to come up and corrupt that.
Yeah.
But my oldest, she's with my family and stuff like that. She knows who I am and stuff. So that, yeah. But the other 2, I don't want to just jump in their life and cause a whole bunch of chaos. That's not fair.
So what does a clean life look for you?
Vacation. I miss traveling.
So if you're 25 now, at what age do you believe that the clean is the time to stop?
Maybe by 30. Hopefully before then. Hopefully by 30 though. Before I hit menopause. Definitely. I want to have a real life one day, like with kids. Like that's the thing that sucks about a lot of these girls out here. A lot of them are a lot older than me. Like they're like 30-something years old, 40 years old. They can't have kids no more. Like their life is this, and that's how it's gonna be.
Stop.
See, she
I'm
got
so
a head.
young.
She got a head. But don't let that I'm so young shit cook you, baby girl. Cause you're cooked right now. You're fucking cooked. You got this dent in your head. I don't know where that's from. Point I'm making is do not succumb to that shit though. Yes, you're young. Yes, you got time on your hands. The fact that you got time on your hands and all you're doing is this is the problem. Clean it up, Haley.
To get married and have kids with someone and like have a whole nother life. Some of these bitches is just stuck out here. This is what they know and it's all they'll ever know. It's sad. I mean, it's sad that I'm out here too, but
Can you explain the feeling it was for you the first time you used?
stuck. I don't know.
I'm gonna have so much fun editing this shit, bro, because this shit that went out 30 times. After tonight, I'm shutting this down, and then I'll refresh this whole thing tomorrow, because I can't believe this shit right now. Let's finish this video.
Hide it from me anymore, so I don't know.
So
It was just there already.
said it was there.
I didn't have to go find it. Like I didn't use for the first time and then have to go find it. You know what I mean? It was already right there. So it was like I woke up one day and it was like I was just an addict. Like I just realized it. You know what I mean?
Let me try this.
And then it was just around the whole time. So it's like I think I used it was like the first week I started using it, I thought it had only been like 3 days and it'd been like 7. And I was like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
And what's some advice you can give the younger generation though that might want to think of step out here and start using?
Don't.
Use.
Stay. Listen to your parents. Definitely. And your family. Even if you don't have parents. I don't have parents. So listen to your family. Because they do love you. Even if you don't think it.
They do. They do.
Especially because you don't want to end up out there. I never thought I'd end up out here.
The blockbuster Dark mobile game.
They do love you though.
And you. Dark Epoch is too intense.
Such a sad.
Ever.
I'm closing the door. I don't need your shadow around here anymore. Your promises are bitter. Your whispers unkind.
She just got picked up by the Migo nigga. Picked up by the Migo nigga. She needs to leave the streets alone. Drugs ain't on the shit she on. You take you a tester and you might see how drugs isn't meant for weed. You should stick to the weed.
Where are you originally from?
Anne Arundel County.
See,
Like
Anne Arundel
area.
County. So, GB,
What brought you to
what I
Baltimore?
tell you niggas?
Drugs.
What I tell you niggas?
Can you
Anne
explain
Arundel
like the
County,
first time
GB, GB,
you used heroin?
good
First time I used
busting.
heroin.
Yeah.
I'll start with crack.
Oh, you started crack at how
Yeah.
old was you?
So the first time I started crack, it was 2009. So I was like 18, 19, something like that. And I was dating this guy. He was 40, 30, late 30s, early 40s. And he worked for the State Highway Patrol. He was getting high here and there on like weekends and stuff. And prior to that, I was sniffing pills here and there, Xanax and what was it back then, Oxycontin and stuff. So I asked him what the crack was like because I know that was the upper, and he told me how it felt and what it was like to him.
I swear to God, if she dated Lee, look, yo, Lee was somebody, I met at Gardenzia when I was in drug class for probation and all the shit I had to finish. Lee was this dude who worked for the state highway or like them big trucks and go on trees and do all this shit, bro. He made money. I'm talking about this nigga Lee said he got so high one time, stole a car from the dealership, then crashed it into Curtis Bay Bridge, bro. Tunnel bridge. Overlook. Whatever the fuck. Crashed it. And he was still alive, bro. Telling us the story in drug class, bro. This nigga Lee said that he used to This nigga Lee said that he used to buy $90,000 worth of coke, bro. 90,000 is crazy, bro. Some people don't even see 10. 90,000 versus I don't want to get sidetracked. I just think she was dating Lee because she said something about entering the
And
county.
I don't say he got me on it. I say he introduced me to it. Nobody forced me to do drugs, you know. So I asked him like, "Well, can I try it?" And he let me try it, and instantly.
Dope man, go away.